We're a third of the way. All is well. I only threw up twice. We're on our way. We're talking cold. Have you ever tried to wipe your butt with a wet wipe? A wet wipe?
Guess where we're going next? Right there. If it's big and in front of us, that's where we're going.
Our second show. Just hiked up the first part of the hill here out of Damascus, about 2 miles out. What a pretty view. You guys, and what do you do out here?
Mount Rogers Appalachian Trail Club.
Yeah. Out of Damascus.
And who are you?
Do 60 miles of trail from Tennessee line to where it crosses the South Fork of the Holston River.
So you pick up where Bob Peoples leaves off?
Yep.
Gotcha.
They pick off where we leave off.
So who are you guys?
Yeah, Mount Rogers, I'm George Kilgore.
George?
George Dickert.
And Terry Walker.
Well, we certainly appreciate all the work you guys do on the trail, because we couldn't be out here without you guys. Thank you very much, you guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
This is the Virginia I know and love. Trail turned to rocks. Yeah, nice. This is Saunders Shelter, about 10 miles north of Damascus. Gonna be a break here for me, a little lunch stop. Wow. This shelter not only has a broom, but it has a journal. Only about 1 in every 3 or 4 actually have journals. So who are you guys and what are you doing out here?
I'm Rocky.
I'm Crasher. Through hiking the AT.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, we want to do the Triple Crown of hiking. So I've already done the AT once before, but she hasn't. So,
yeah, so
we're out here.
Yeah.
So how did you meet?
We met on the Pacific Crest Trail. We were hiking there 2 years ago.
Yeah. About 800 miles in at Mather Pass.
In the middle of the Sierra Nevada mountains. So
Nice.
halfway through California, maybe.
Not quite half. Yeah.
So how do you compare the PCT with the AT?
The PCT is more scenic. The scenes are more grand. The mountains are just bigger, so it makes for a bigger scene. But the AT's mile for mile, it's harder. It's much harder on your body. The ups and downs.
Yeah.
Definitely much more of an impact on the joints and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's been a great experience so far? One that you can just first come to mind.
I really liked Unaka Mountain with the red spruce forest up top. They just smelled beautiful approaching that. And then the Balds north of there.
Yeah.
After Roan.
Yeah, north of Roan Mountain.
Hump Mountain right around there. Those were beautiful. We camped at Oak
looks
Mountain
peaceful.
Shelter, and when we woke up in the morning, all the trees on Hump Mountain were frozen.
Nice.
It was a really beautiful walk up.
Nice.
Hello.
Hi. So what's been one of the hardest experiences you've had? One you could have done without?
Georgia.
Cold and snow.
It's up and down. We were lucky and missed most of the snow, but I don't know.
It's been pretty good all around.
Yeah, it has.
Can't really complain.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Great people.
Good views.
So you want to say hi to anybody that might be watching this at some point?
Hi, Mom and Dad. We're walking home. It's been a while.
Just came up out of the woods here, and yeah, Mount Rogers or White Mountain, whatever that is. Weather's deteriorating for sure. Gonna get windy really quick here. It's the nicest view we've had all day. Looking out over towards Grayson Island. Not there yet, but close. Oh yeah. Nice. Put these connected clips into your interview. Oi, Mr. Horsey.
Hello.
Hi there. How are you? Are you nice, huh? Are you nice? Oh, that's good. Yeah, hi there.
Mile 500.
Blow my mind.
No, he's a good guy.
That's cool.
No, you
Exactly. I was thinking there was like going to be some sort of like
I
rocket.
guess I don't.
It's not right that there's
I
not.
love how you got his trail name though. It's
Yeah. Passing out the first day.
the first day
In the middle of the road.
trail.
Here we are at mile 500.
And I would walk.
Yeah.
Nice shelter. Old orchard shelter. And you'll notice shadows. That is a good sign. Well, today's May 3rd. It's 4 weeks that Terry and I have been apart, and I just finished hiking about 6 miles. You wouldn't know it now by looking outside, but the last 6 miles, the last 3 days actually, have been in the rain and the cold and the wind and the mud and the rocks. And this morning, packing up in the rain, and for the second morning in a row, and then hiking down the mountain, up the mountain, down the mountain. I think I came close to a breaking point of some kind. I never wanted this thing to be like a reality show of some kind, but I did promise to be honest, and this is really hard. I just feel so alone. I feel like I'm just so tired of being cold and wet and hiking in the mountain, up, down the mountain, and through the rocks, and it just seems like every day I'm just kind of gutting it out. I'm just tired of it. I'm really tired. Yesterday I passed the 500-mile mark, and it occurred to me that as nice as that was, I still am not even a quarter of the way done. And I know for sure, without any uncertainty at all, if I knew for sure that Terry was not coming back to the trail, I couldn't go another day. I couldn't stand the thought of 4 more months like this. Physically, I can do it. I just don't know if I can do it mentally. I may be close to some kind of breaking point. The weather's got to change, and I do see a little bit of blue sky out there. And it would be so nice to have some sun and some warm. I've just been so cold and damp since I left Damascus. Just hiked all the way through, out over Mount Rogers and through the Grayson Highlands, and the whole time I couldn't see more than 50 feet. Now, there was one little opportunity. It was a God thing, I believe. There was, I was able to videotape some horses, but otherwise, I've had my camera in my Ziploc bag inside of its case because it's just been raining too hard to get the camera out. Please pray for me. Long distance hikers, take one fruit and leave the rest for those behind you. I have a banana. Whoever the MRATC is, thank you. The number 12th Trail Magic. Within a few minutes of leaving the shelter, the sky turned blue, the wind went away, and the path turned to a beautiful, beautiful path, rather than all those rocks and roots and mud. I think God knew exactly what I could stand. No more, no less. Thank you, Jesus. Well, it's coming into hurricane shelter for a little lunch and a well-deserved break. Very nice shelter. Well, here we are at Privy shelter. As you can see, it's made out of stone. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Bunks up above, fireplace. Really nice. Take you down and show you the Privy in a minute. It's awesome. Down there is where tent spaces, and there's piped water. This is one of the best shelters yet. This is what you call an outstanding Privy. Probably the best one that I've seen a couple similar, but This is really a nice one. Pretty hole there, duff stuff, brake to get up more. Really nice. And all open, as you can see. It's really, really nice. Looks like a change of terrain coming up here. I thought I'd take you with me. Notice we're about 2,700 feet right here, and look at all the green. Unbelievable. This is the first real green trees and things that I can remember seeing. The hope of spring. Looks like trail magic number 13, if I'm counting right. No telling what's in here. Oh yeah. Oh, a place to put your trash. Wow. Look at all that. A little bit of something for everybody. So who are you and what are you doing?
Oh, me? I'm Sonny, and I'm doing a walkabout. Yeah, basically.
A walkabout.
Yeah, a walkabout. 10 miles a day in a cloud of dust. That's it.
So you having a good time?
Yeah, I've met a lot of nice people so far.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I hope I meet one for a hitch into town.
So when did you start?
Oh, you heard that story.
But they haven't.
Oh, December 1st. Lost my wife last May, so I have an opportunity to do this. And got on the trail December 1st, and I got, lasted 12 days, got giardia, dehydration, and kidneys were gone. Put me in a hospital in Hiawassee for 3 days. They saved me and sent me home on a bus. So I recuperated and saw my grandkids for Christmas up on Long Island, and then started training again and came back March 3rd and all the snow. So I'm gonna make it, but I hope maybe late September.
Very good. Very
Okay.
good. So what are your biggest challenges?
Oh, confidence.
Confidence?
Yeah, confidence to go more than 10 miles and find a place to camp, because I've climbed a hill once with 3 bags of water on me, thinking, oh, I'll just go another 2 miles and get a camping spot. Well, there was no switchback place where I put a tent up. So I lugged all that water up to the top of the hill. So I'll get my confidence though.
Well, good luck to you, Sonny.
Okay, see you.
Is that when they drive you back to wherever you were after that? I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do that.
Start thinking about Twilight Zone.
I want to do it, so definitely plan on hitching back there somehow. So.
I'm stuffed with pizza.
Pizza's yum. I wish I had pizza.
Who are you?
I'm Heather.
You're Heather.
Yep, nice to meet you.
Where are you headed?
Connecticut.
You're headed to Connecticut?
That's where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep and long blues. One more time. Whoa. Whoa, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep elm blues.
You know, the Fifth Element guy, like the fifth missing link guy.
If I didn't
How
know
about
what your
that for a
name was,
burger?
you said you took him out.
Pickles. Good? It's a keeper? I'm about it. Looks like a great burger. How's that burger backpack? Nice, huh?
Oh yeah.
When I was just a boy, my papa told me, son, something, don't ever play with guns, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head.
Well, at the moment, it's Sunday, May the 5th at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's I'm at the National Forest Service Visitor Center here by Partnership Shelter, which is about a tenth of a mile from where the shelter is. And the reason I'm here at 2 o'clock in the morning when it's raining outside and you can see your breath, it's actually sleeting, more like, yeah, somewhere between snow and ice at the moment. I'll give you a picture of it in a second. The reason that I'm here is the shelter that I'm staying in is supposed to only have a maximum capacity of 16. There's 28 people packed in that shelter, and I was on the second floor, and it was like sardines in there, which wasn't too bad, except for I simply could not sleep. I laid awake and read my book until about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then I just laid there and tried to go to sleep until about a half hour ago, and I just couldn't do it. It was the smells were overwhelming. I had earplugs so I could stop the snoring and the farting and the coughing and all that just fine, but the smells, it smelled like a combination of nasty, dirty socks, urine, vomit, alcohol, and just pure BO from about 15 people. Maybe more than 15 up there. I'm not sure. So anyway, after laying there awake all night long, I haven't gotten any sleep. And by the way, the purpose in that is I've gotten a few comments from some of you saying, you know, show us some of the tough times, you know, show us some of the rain and show us some of the, okay, well, 2 days ago I showed you what it was like to break down just about after days of rain and cold. And now this is the longest night of my life. Thankfully, I have this little shelter area here in this, by the visitor center to be able to repack my pack and hit the trail. And so I'm about to hit the trail. I have 12 miles to go to get into Atkins. So I'm going to be doing my very first night hike I've ever done. I've hiked for a half hour or so in the morning, kind of in the dark, just as it was getting light, but never in the middle of the night, hiking in the woods, in the rain, and you might be able to hear the wind. I'm not, it might even be bothering the audio, but just to be clear, this is a really bad night. I guess it's a character builder. So until I touch base with you again, I'm going to repack my pack here and put my rain stuff on and load up and hike 12 miles in the dark to get into Atkins. Wish me luck. Well, I think the last time I did a recording, it was 2 or 2:30 in the morning, and I was sitting in front of the visitors, or in the visitor center, by Partnership Shelter. I I just experienced one of the most miserable mornings I've ever had in my entire life. And not only woke up in squalor, absolute squalor, but once I did get everything all packed up and hiking, it was near freezing because it was sleeting outside. It was a combination of snow and ice. And when we started hiking, it was I don't know, near freezing and dark. I've hiked in the dark before, but I never have hiked that long in the dark before. About 3.5 hours before I could turn my light off. But it wasn't just the dark. It was like walking in a cloud, and it was misting and raining, and it was windy, so you could only see, you know, like 30 feet in front of you at any one given time. And then all you could see is the light that was, you know, from my headlamp. Very, very surreal experience for several hours. And but finally, I got to the end of the trail at 12 miles and got to Atkins, and I appeared on the highway, and right there was the Relax Inn where my 2 or actually 3 boxes were, and I collected my boxes and stood along the road to hitchhike another 4.5 miles to get to the Comfort Inn, because I wasn't going to stay at the Fleabag Relax Inn, not if I could help it. But I stood there for an hour. No one would pick me up, and I'm wearing a backpack with 2 boxes. Anyway, I went back to the gas station and asked the lady if maybe the town had a taxi or a shuttle service, and they don't have a taxi, but there's a shuttle guy, so called him, but he doesn't work on Sundays because he goes to church, and obviously I didn't even know what day of the week it was. So I went back to the road and stood there for another 20 minutes or so, and it's freezing outside. I don't know what's going on with this springtime, but it was between 40 and 45 degrees, standing there alongside the road in the wind. So finally I thought, well, no one's going to pick me up. I might as well just start walking. It's another 4.5 miles, and I'm carrying 2 boxes with my backpack, but oh well. So I got about 2 miles down the road, and finally some guy in a pickup truck who had gone by the other way and then turned around and came back, and he said, I just couldn't stand to see you walking down the road carrying those boxes with a backpack. So he was a really nice guy, tool and die maker. His name was Dan, really nice guy. He brought me right to the Comfort Inn, and as you can see, I'm basking in luxury at the moment, and as soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to get in a shower and enjoy a nice hot shower and take a break, maybe even have a nap. So, hat off first time. That hair there is not good. So, I made it to Atkins.